Guys, today I'm talking about the Barcelona case. Yes, another Barcelona case has already been presented to us, and this time we're talking about the Negreira case. Ooh, Negreira, scary things. Yes, I know, and I know Parth will not be happy watching this video, so I'm sorry, Parth, man. It's just your team keeps doing shady business. At least keep it under the rug, like Man City does. Because at least then you just won't hear it on the news or wait for people to forget about it. That's right, City fans. I did not forget about those 115 charges. Still at the back of my mind here. But basically, the Negreira case. So, from what I understand, is Negreira, which is the head of the CTA, or the vice president of the CTA, which is like the committee of refereeing, basically, in Spain. From what I understood, he has like a business under his name, and I don't know what this business is for. I don't know if it's like a tax evasion thing or something like that. I genuinely don't know, guys, what it is for. But I think as a football community, seeing Barca in the news again, it's like, come on, guys, what are we doing here? But basically, Barca has been sending the Negreira business money, basically, and they've been caught doing that. And I'm saying caught with quotations because it's neither confirmed or denied right now. It's a case, right? So the whole point is basically they still need proof for this to be pushed and everything. But a lot of teams are very concerned about this. Real Madrid, the team that is concerned the most about this, rightfully so. But I think Real Madrid's concern isn't actually like, oh my God, Barca might be cheating. It's more of like, let's get these guys out of here. That's our main competition. If they're screwed, let's just push the narrative even more. It's like when somebody like your rival's witch, has a chance to like slip up and get kicked out, and you want them out of there. That's what Madrid's trying to do. They're not actually concerned. But this is concerning for Barca because apparently, and this is a line that kind of, I'm going to pull it up here on my computer, but this is the line that kind of boggled my mind the most when I was reading about this, and I'm just going to pull it up here to make sure it's accurate. So, Negreira has denied being bribed to influence refereeing decisions, though he has said that Barcelona paid him to ensure they had neutrality in the arbitrages. And when he talks about the arbitrages, he is not talking about arbitraging on the forex or on the stock market or any commodity market. They're not hedging their bets, Barcelona here. They're basically giving his company money to make sure that the refereeing is done properly. And now that is very interesting. Super interesting. So you're basically telling me that a club like you, Barcelona, with all the best players, best academy, you're paying the refs to make sure that they ref properly. Isn't that something like the league should be doing or something? Or, UEFA or any other board than a football club really shouldn't be like meddling with? Like, I feel like that's something really like, I don't know, anybody other than a football team should be doing. And we've seen it in the past with clubs like Juventus when a club in refereeing is involved. That's a slippery slope, and you don't want to be on the slippery slide of that slope. That's for sure, because it might end in something we call relegation, and you don't want relegation. That would not be good for your finances. But don't talk to a Barca fan about finances. It's gonna hurt them a lot, to be honest with you. And yeah, what also I was reading about this and something else that I thought that was super interesting, and the only reason I have it here was because I really just don't want to be saying stuff off of the top of my head and getting it wrong, because then people are gonna be like, Jalen, just wrong. So I'm doing my diligence for you guys just to make sure. But something I also found was interesting was in March 2023, former FC Barcelona's presidents Sandro Rosell, Josep Maria Bartomeu, and Jose Maria Enriquez Negreira and his son Javier Enriquez Romero were indicted for corruption, breach of trust, and false business records, opening an investigation into this case. Now, all I'm gonna say is when your former presidents have been convicted of things like this, that's not looking very good. That's not really looking good, Barcelona. I'm talking about presidents of the organization. And I'm not talking about like some business they run on the side. Like, yeah, if they're running a shady business on the side, it's like, hey, are we really gonna let these guys run a football club too? But we've seen it happen before, and I'm not gonna name the teams, but we all know the teams. I think we can name a few off of the top of our head. Newcastle, Chelsea, Man City. But anyways, this is not looking good for Barcelona, especially when the club was hit. Remember, not too long ago, are we paying our players? Are we not paying our players? Are we handing out Spotify subscriptions? Are we not? Well, the Spotify subscription part is just a joke, guys. But the paying the players or not that's a very, very serious thing. And Barcelona is one of the biggest clubs in the world, and yeah, this Negreira case and all this information coming out is not it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. But the only thing I could see here is these payments were made between 2001 and 2018. So when this 2013 thing did come out from the presidents, it could not be related. It could not be. Absolutely could be different timelines. But if it does, a series of events from 2001 to 2018. When did Barcelona win the treble? I'm making sure I'm accurate here. I'm making sure I'm accurate here for you guys so I don't get flamed in the 2008 and 2009. Uh-oh. How's that legitimacy of that treble gonna be if something like this comes out? Because I remember with the whole Juventus situation, ooh, I know that trophy didn't count as a legit trophy. So, and I'm not even trying to be funny here. I'm generally just trying to say like this isn't a good look for the club at all, especially with the recent financial issues they had, and also how they handles Messi's outgoing too, like just getting your best player maybe all time and just being like, yes, man. So we're sending you to Paris now. Ceremony, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. It's just not the best look for the club at the moment, to be completely honest with you guys. And this whole Negreira case, also I did see something where it was like, and this is the thing, do not quote me on this. I'm telling you guys right now, do not quote me on it. Do not quote me on it. But the whole thing where it's like, oh, so you were sent 60,000 euros or something like that, and like aloe vera something to your business from FC Barcelona, and he was like, hell yeah. Right. Because Barca would do that, right? They can't even pay their own players at the moment, but at that time they probably could. So all I'm saying is, guys, this Barca case, man, it ain't looking good. So hopefully Yamal can keep conjuring some magic, or maybe they might just get the sale of the century with this guy. Maybe try to get his market value to 500,000, and maybe that just might save the club. But let me know what you guys think. It's a sticky situation for sure, and I will see you guys all next time.